Tech 1, 2. What's going on, everyone? Steve here at the TheDjLab. Crazy, crazy shit today. So crazy. You'll never guess the kind of shit that happened. Unreal. Unreal stuff. Folks, wait till you hear about the crazy shit. You'll never guess. You'll never guess what happened. Weirdest, most unusual shit you'll ever hear about. So goddamn odd. Fucking weird. So weird. If you want to know what happened, you know what? Comment below and be like, what the fuck happened? What happened, Steve? What happened? That is so unbelievable. Because I'm not telling anybody unless somebody asks me. Because it's just shit that maybe we shouldn't be talking about here. Weird, man. You're going to think I'm nuts. You're going to think I'm so nuts. You're going to be like, there's no way that happened. There's no chance that actually happened. And I'm going to be like, yeah, it happened. People are going to think I'm losing my mind. They're like, Steve, you're fucking crazy, dude. I'm like, maybe I am a little bit, but I'm sure of this. You'll never guess. And like I said, if you keep rolling into the channel here, what's going on, Walter? Walter's waiting to hear what happened. Well, I tell you what. I tell you what's going to happen here. As soon as, because it's really crazy, man. It's just fucking a bit mind-boggling. When I have at least 10 people, including you, Walter, so now when we get 9 people ask, what the hell are you talking about? What happened, Steve? Then I'm going to let people know, because I don't want to tell this crazy tale to just a handful of people. For this is so extraordinary, we need a real audience here. It can't just be 1-2 people that have this knowledge. It's got to be a bunch. It's news, it's like, it's huge news. So when I get 10 people, when I look over at my comments and I see 10 people actually ask, and if you don't want to do all that, I'll give you another option. If I get 20 likes on this video, I will tell you. What's going on, Aspie? So when I get 20 people like the goddamn video right now, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Well, we don't really have 18 people, you see, Walter, because you straight out said, what is it? No one else has asked. I don't mean 20 comments or 10 comments. I need to have at least 10 people ask me, what the hell happened, Steve? What the hell happened? Because it's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Fucking nuts. Like, I wasn't even going to do this video. I wasn't going to do it. And I thought, because no one's going to believe me. When I tell this story, you're going to just be like, fuck, Steve. No way. You're going to think I'm just losing my fucking marbles. Yeah. Like, I don't, for the people who watch my channel a lot, I don't care how many people are watching, because you know what? A view, I know YouTube shorts, people are just flipping through and they're coming and they're going. You literally, like I said, I need to see the engagement. I need to see people ask. You see, Dirt did it. Hi, Steve. What the hell happened? See, now we got 18 people. So yeah, just ask. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened. Better yet, not only will I tell you what happened, but if I get these people, I'm starting a new thing here. Because we talk about DJ equipment, and we all know DJs don't make any money. You know, DJing is not the game you get into if you want to get rich. So you need to supplement your income. So someone called me Steven. Oh, that's a horrible thing to do. that new Gemini mixer, by the way, is pretty fucking cool looking, man. The 50th anniversary, speaking of. Um, but never mind how many people are here. Your son's a DJ, you poor bastard. Um, it's about the likes. Let's get some goddamn likes going. Get some people asking me what the hell happened. I'll tell you what happened, and I'm also going to tell you guys how to make money. I'm going to tell you a simple way. Can you believe that I could tell you how to make $1,000 a day? A day. And you're not doing no Bitcoin bullshit. It's $1,000 a day you could be making almost every day. Very simple. Very simple. But if no one's liking the goddamn video, and if no one's asking me about what the hell happened, and they don't want to know how to make money, then I'm not going to fucking tell. Because I can't keep running this live stream for literally like 10 people. You know what I mean? We got to get this shit up there. The algorithm needs to jump. It needs to get the likes. It needs to get the chat rate going. That's just shit that needs to happen in order for me to continue this craziness. And for me to continue this craziness and to help you guys, I need this. You see what I mean? Stop playing with you. Well, I ain't playing. I'm just saying, it's super simple. If you want more, if you want to know what happened, and I'm asking, we got 30 people here. All they got to do is ask. I just need 10. Just 10 people to ask. Or 20 likes. I don't know. Should that be a fucking difficult thing? If some chick playing bingo can have 5,000 people watching her, then guess what? I should be able to get. Yeah. The channel would pop when people are making $1,000 a day. Let me tell you, to make $1,000 a day, it's not like you're going to do it for free. Well, you're going to do it for free. But you got to work. You know what I mean? This isn't free money. It's a hustle. And it's like a real serious hustle. What's going on, DJ LSD? Yeah, Walter, I don't think I'm asking too much at all. 20 likes when I got 33 people watching is pretty reasonable. So before I tell you what the hell happened, let me explain to you guys how to make the money. This is simple. Depends if you live in a big enough city, right? What's going on, Nacho? You got to live in a big city, relatively big, with lots of restaurants. Do you know that I am a Google 360 photographer? So once upon a time, to do Google 360 tours, you needed to take almost 80 photos, publish them. They had to be, you had to be Google certified in order to do this. Well, those days are gone. You don't need to be Google certified. All you need is a Google 360 camera. So you need a Google 360 camera. They're cheap, man. You can get Insta360 X3. You can get the Theta. So say for about $500. Now this is the catch, right? You're like, oh, Steve, you want me to spend money to make money? but you can get their money back because you don't need the camera. What you do need is literally just to call. Go online, go into Google, and literally just look for restaurants near me. That's it. Restaurants near me. Right? Restaurants near me. And within what? You could be watching TV. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You burn a lot of time every day doing fuck all. If you spent 1 hour and you called all the restaurants in your neighborhood and asked to speak to the owner, you might get the owner or the manager, and you mention that you do Google 360 tours. Be like, what's that? And you don't even know what you're talking about, but you can go online and you can actually research how to sell Google 360 tours. You could use ChatGPT to write you a script of how to sell a 360 tour. Easy, man. We got AI. So whether you call these restaurants or you call the restaurants and maybe you don't want to chat on the phone, maybe you just call the restaurant and you ask, be like, hey, I'm doing a Google 360 promotion in your area. Is it possible I get the email address of the person who would be able to give the go-ahead on this? And you just get an email address. And you get all these email addresses and you use ChatGPT and you fire off a script. Boom. You fire the thing off. Well, let me tell you, you're going to get, if you do, say you do 10. Let's do a better number. Let's say you do 20. You would just assume out of 20, you're going to get at least one person that's like, I'm interested. And you know what? On average, I can easily here in Toronto for a decent sized restaurant, I can charge $1,000, no sweat. You know why? Because they can write it off under their marketing budget. So under their marketing, they can write this off. Every business needs tax write-offs. Why give the government the money? I just tell them straight up, why give the government the money when they're doing nothing for you? Give it to me. Give it to yourself. I'm going to help you do more business. People are going to look at that Google 360 thing and they're going to see all kinds of shit. They're going to see how I can plan my party, how I can move the tables around, where I can seat people, where the bathroom is, wheelchair accessibility. They're going to see all of this stuff and the cleanliness of your place and how cool it looks, and even movies. When location scouts, when they're looking to film a movie, do you think they walk around to all the different places? No, they go on Google. And if the restaurant's got a 360 tour, you're more likely to get featured in a movie. And nothing better for a restaurant than when they're using their place for a movie, because they'll pay big bucks. Way more than they'd make selling food. Let me tell you that. So yeah. Now let's say you don't want to do the Google 360 photography. You're lazy. You don't know how to do it. It's not difficult. But let's just say for a sec, you don't want to do that. Just get the leads. If you get the leads, right, and you have all these restaurants that want to do it, and you charge, say, $1,000, say $1,000. Let's just say you're giving a deal. Let's say you only charge $500, and then you get a hold of, find a Google 360 photographer, someone with a 360 camera, and say, hey man, I have all these jobs. Would you go do it for $250 a job? Sure they would. You can make half the money, do nothing, and do absolutely nothing. Super easy hustle. Look around here, my friends. You see all this equipment I have? Do you think I bought any of it because I DJ with it? Not a stitch of it. This is not DJ money. Nope. Little bit of YouTube money, not much. The YouTube money goes more into the cameras and the microphones and all the other bullshit. But I'm just saying, people ask me all the time, Steve, how do you do it? And I'm telling you the secrets of how I'm able to sit back here all day, play Fortnite, play on, you know, what we got here. There's at least $30,000 worth of DJ equipment sitting in this place. I don't have a car, so I'm not living some high-end lifestyle. I don't have a car. I rent my place. I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, by myself, I might add, because not many people can say that. They all got roommates or you got a partner, some shit. And I can kind of buy what I want within reason. I eat out all the time when I probably shouldn't. I could be eating a little bit healthier. But yeah, Google 360. Hey, never mind. I have another one for you too. Ah, you see, right. For a restaurant, you're saying it's about the cash flow. And this is where you can get super creative because $1,000 for some of the dish out right like that is a bit, right? Hey, they're not going anywhere. And I've told restaurants saying, hey, listen, man, I know you're a small place. $1,000 is a lot of money. But tell you what, I'll do it on installments. I'll come do the tour. You know, we have a contract and I'll come by once a week for 10 weeks and you shoot me $100. And what I've even done too, this is another good one. So they're like, hey, that's great. Here's where the interest comes in. Be like, hey, if I'm going to come by and collect the cash, tell you what, while I'm here, why don't I, have a meal? Like, why don't you hook me up with dinner? I'll take some pictures of what you made. I'll stick it up on Google. I'll do a review. And, so I'm getting free food. I'm adding some photos on top of the Google 360 stuff. I'm adding just some organic photos of their stuff and selfies while I'm there and things like that. And it's a win for everybody. And not even, it doesn't have to be expensive restaurants, man. Like, I'm literally, all you got to do, you look at a restaurant, and if it looks nice to you, and you're like, this is a nice looking place, why wouldn't they want a Google 360 tour? Why wouldn't they? And for all the reasons I told you, movies, people planning parties, they should have one. They should. And you just explain to them, you can pull up your phone and you can be like, you know what? I don't even know why you don't want one because everybody else in the neighborhood has one. You're like the only guy left. And it's true. I've done that. Um, yeah. If you work with a restaurant, they don't have a whole lot of money. You work with them. Local neighborhood guy, you know what I mean? I'm not saying travel 3 hours away from where you live. I'm talking about do the places in your area. Toronto has a lot of restaurants. Yeah, there's all kinds of videos. You can go in there, like, I mean, beyond the 360 stuff, you could be doing Instagram videos for them. You could do anything. And you work a deal out. You don't get greedy. Work a deal. Also, car dealerships, right? 360 photos for used cars. Used cars are a big, big market right now. You go to a dealership and they got 50 cars on the lot, and you tell them, hey, listen, man, I'll do $10 a car. There's $500. That's one picture per car inside. Set the goddamn camera up, stand outside, click, click with your phone, take that remote picture, and boom. $500 in like take you maybe 2-3 hours at most. Not even. Not even. I could probably do this shit in 2 hours. No sweat. So, yeah. And I don't like to go into wedding venues and shit. I like to just keep things simple. But like I said, we got 12 likes, by the way, right now. When I was going to tell you, you'll never guess what happened. We need 20 for me to tell you. I haven't had a lot of people asking me. So maybe you guys don't care so much. Maybe you already know. Maybe you already know what happened. It's all over the news. I'm watching it right now. Huh. There's a lot of shit going on right now. Did you know Donald Trump is selling God Bless the USA Bibles for $60? The guy owes money. He's broke. He's trying to raise money. He's trying to raise money selling Bibles. Fucking dude's a genius. He's a mental patient genius. You know, the boat, the bridge, the boat, the bridge. What the fuck was that, right? The guy's sleeping at the wheel, lost power, and the steering fucked up. Well, if isn't that like the fucking the most fucked up accident you ever heard of, right? That bridge came down like a fucking brr, like a kid's Lego set. Strange. Strange stuff. So, we're at 13 legs. They're close enough. I guess I can tell you, you say, you never guess what happened. Hopefully, you're not disappointed. Let me tell you, all the information I gave you about doing Google 360 tours for restaurants and how to make money, that's the fucking gold right there. That is the gold. And there's this, seriously, man, the biggest thing I'm going to tell everybody, time is money. Do not sell your time. Think about this for a second. You got 10 apples. A store has 10 apples. The world, all of a sudden, boom, all the apple trees are fucking gone and you have the last 10 apples. Does that apple go up in price? Sure does. See COVID? Hand sanitizer skyrocketed, toilet paper skyrocketed because everybody was buying it and there were shortages. So you're selling your time. You go to work. You don't tell your boss how much your time is worth. Your boss tells you how much your hour of your life is worth. You don't get to say, my hour is worth this. You're told your hour is worth this, and they don't take into account your age, your skill. They don't take into much because your hour is worth the same. They think your hour is worth the same as the other guy beside you, his hour. Meanwhile, maybe you got kids and he doesn't. So all of a sudden, you have to value your time. How much are you worth? And once you figure that number out, you realize, how much time do I have left? So how many hours do I have to sell? You don't know how many hours you have to sell. You just don't know. You might have a year worth of hours. You might have 20 years. You might have 6 hours left. Fuck, who knows, right? So how the fuck do you sell your time? What's wrong with you all? You're selling your time and you don't know what you got left. This is all based on, a guess. Oh, we retire at 65? What? How you know you're going to make it there? You're going to plan. Everybody's making plans so you can, when you're old, you don't have to work and you can chill. You're going to be old. You're probably going to be fucking sick and fucked up. So you're using the best part of your life to try to make enough money so you're okay when you're old. When you're old, you might not be fucking around. You need to use up your good time doing fuck all right now. This is the time to be making residual income. Don't sell your fucking hours. Have little side hustles. Have money. Make sure that if you were to die today, the money still keeps flowing through. That's it. This is what I'll tell you. You want to know what happened? When I say you'll never guess what happened. I don't even know if we got enough people. And no, my neighbor doesn't come down no more. She fucking knows better. She knows that, hey, if I'm making too much noise, go talk to security. And security already knows if I'm making too much noise, it's middle of the day, you know what? Call 311. Call the bylaw enforcement people. See if they give a fuck. Because they don't. It's middle of the day. Yeah. Let's talk about that for a second. The Ultra Miami show. This blows my fucking mind. So you're DJing on a stage. You are Tiesto. It's pissing down rain. The fucking mixer is juiced. The CDJs are juiced. They are dripping, fucking sopping wet. Anyone who has a DJM mixer, you know what they have right on the front of them? Let me show you. I'm going to peel one off. I'm peeling it off. Wow. Trying to peel it off. It's coming. Okay. You see that? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Hold on. So let me show you. Do you see that yet? Do you see that sticker? That is the sticker that's on the front of a DJM V10 mixer. Little lightning bolt. A little lightning bolt, right? Funny stuff. So this guy, Tiesto, is playing on a mixer that has a fucking lightning bolt to let you know that there is electricity and the potential for shock. It's metal. And you're touching a goddamn mixer covered in fucking water? Are you not afraid you're going to get fucking zapped? Listen, it starts raining on my goddamn DJ equipment. Show's over. Show's over. In my rider, it's going to say, in the event that the fucking equipment gets wet, I will stop playing until the shit is covered up and dried off. It fried the fucking mixer. It's lucky the shit didn't fry him. How come there's multi-million-dollar festivals and there isn't some shield, fucking acrylic shields over top of equipment? What? Do you know how many fucking festivals this has happened at? What the hell? And I'm gonna call on my friends at DeckSaver. See DeckSaver? Made in the UK. This shit protects your equipment, man. This protects it. But DeckSaver, you guys need to make something to go over DJ equipment because you have such good material, man. It's so clear. I can DJ through this, right? You can see me. Like, really, this shit is so strong. DeckSaver, please do the DJ world a favor and start making rain shields. There's a whole other business right there. and that you can sell these things to all the big rental companies. Apparently, there were covers off to the side. Off to the side. I got weather apps, man. If there was rain coming, I'd know there's rain coming. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm fucking shocked, man. So, this whole video is a little bit of clickbait, but just a little bit. You know what I mean? When I'm like, you'll never guess what happened. Well, you're never going to guess what happened because nothing major. You know what I mean? Well, I shouldn't say that. There's some things that happen. I'll tell you a couple things that happened. I haven't got the email yet, but I did get confirmation from someone at Pioneer DJ that I am now going to be part of the crew. You know, that small circle of YouTube guys that gets equipment before it's released and they get to test it. Well, yeah, I'm going to be one of those guys now. So that's kind of cool. Deck Saver hooked me up with a bunch of shit. So I'm the channel's getting bigger. You know, these companies are starting to hook me up. 12-inch skins hooked me up. I had Style Flip hook me up. Now we got 12-inch Deck Saver. They're on board with me. I've been in good with In Music for quite some time. Those guys hooked me up and let me try shit. Big things, man. I know everyone's like, oh, big things are coming, but the channel's growing like a motherfucker. It's actually making some, you know, it's making a few bucks. It's been pretty steady. And also the other thing that happened, I finally, with all my dizzy issues, I've narrowed down to two things that may be wrong with me. It could very well be vestibular migraine, which most people have never heard of that. So you might look up, if you got dizzy issues or anything like that, look up vestibular migraines and binocular, not like binoculars, but binocular, shit. See, part of my problem is the brain fog and I forget things. Binocular vision dysfunction. When your eyes are misaligned. So it could be one of those two things. Anyways, you know what else? You're never going to guess what happened. That I got the S24 Ultra, right? And really, it's a nice phone, but it's got some shit wrong with it, man. Like if you have an S21 Ultra, I would not upgrade. I just wouldn't. The camera is kind of shitty. It's good for some things, other things it's shitty. You can't fucking object erase. It wants to, if you try to draw something around what you want to erase, this thing automatically tries to detect what you drew around and shrink it. So it's useless for fixing blemishes and shit. Did you know an S24 without the fucking stand is very flat? You can stand it. So you can stand it on a desk. And did you know with the goddamn pencil, you can flip through the modes, you can change the camera, and you can take pictures just by hitting the damn button on the pencil. Some Harry Potter shit right here. And you know what? That whole Suet thing, when I got my Denon DJ Go, I thought about, taking it and walking around with it and shit. I'm in no condition for that. I'm not going to walk around Toronto DJing. Fuck that. Fuck that stuff, man. So really, I just want to say the biggest takeaway of this whole video for anyone who's popped in here is I just want to share that information about making money. And I'm pretty lazy. Like, honestly, I don't do as many 360 tours as I should, but it's a good hustle, man. It's a pretty good hustle. You're afraid that Pioneer has already released all the good stuff. That's not true. They're always going to make new good stuff. There's always going to be new stuff. What do you guys think about these meters? Aren't these meters kind of cool? Are they still working? Yeah, they're still working up there, right? That's just a free app, a free Windows app. If you want to know, where to get these meters from, all you need to do is email me. You got to email DJLabToronto@gmail.com. DJLabToronto@gmail.com. And I will send you the link to get these cool goddamn meters. What do you look for when you're searching for a new boyfriend? Well, I'm not looking for a new boyfriend because I have a girlfriend. But that's, you know what? I got the answer because I'm a smart guy. If you're looking for, this works for any relationship. When you meet someone, all you need to do, simple thing, ask them if they can name 10 emotions. Just 10. There's a lot more. Look it up. There's a lot more than 10 emotions out there. So most guys are going to say happy, mad, sad. They might say excited. Like, it's hard. Ask yourself, can you name 10 emotions? And if that person, did they, Appy, why did you delete that? Ask me. There was no reason to delete that. That was a perfectly legitimate question. I was answering it. I was totally answering that. My mods are a little bit trigger happy sometimes. So anyways, if you're looking for a new relationship, ask those questions. If a person can't name a wide range of emotions, you know what that means? That means when certain things happen, they only have certain ways to react. So if you're only happy, mad, or sad, right? You only got 3 ways to react to a situation. You might be frustrated. And if you're frustrated at something, you're going to react different than if you're angry. And a lot of people get angry before they get frustrated, or you're disappointed. Understand? Do you see where I'm getting at? There's a whole wheel. You can look this up that, when an event happens, you can choose which emotion, and then based on that emotion is your reaction to the event. So if someone has limited emotions, limited emotional responses, they're going to have limited reactions. They're either going to be happy, mad, or sad. And in lots of men, it's either going to be they're happy or they're mad. That's it. So yeah, that's my advice. If you're going to look for a new relationship, day 1, man, don't wait to day 2. Within the first hour of talking to someone, who gives a fuck what their favorite food is? Who gives a fuck what kind of music they listen to? What their favorite color is? It doesn't matter about none of that. Do they have brothers and sisters? Who gives a shit? Find out, how emotionally mature they are. And you're going to realize not many people are. Thanks, FM. So, when I say you'll never guess what happened, well, like I said, it was kind of a clickbait thing. I want to see if people jump on board, and they did. But It wasn't like I didn't give good information. I'm telling you how to find relationships, what to look for in a person, questions to ask. I'm telling you how to make money. I'm telling you, stop your bullshit little jobs. If you're in a bullshit little job, if you ever have said the words, that's too expensive. No, man, it's not too expensive. You just don't value your time. You know, you think you're only worth so much money per hour. You are worth way more than that. And the moment you realize how much money you're actually worth, that's when you start making real money. Another simple one, we got AI. You know, you can use AI to generate images. And when you do, they're your images because you created them. Remember that. Legally, you make an AI image, it's yours. Take that image, upload it to a little store. You know, you pay 10 bucks a month or some shit. You make some t-shirts and you buy some Google ads and you throw out there. Stop buying lotto tickets. You're never going to fucking win the lotto. If you're going to spend money on lotto tickets and bullshit coffee at Starbucks, take that money and put it into Google ads and take a little thing and you'd be shocked, man. There's a lot of people out there making a fucking boatload of money and they're not all drug dealers. A lot of young people. You see some young guy driving, $100,000 car. How the fuck does he afford that? You're slaving. You'll never get that car. And this guy's looking at you like you're fucking dumb. Young people, if you're a young person, you're in your 20s and you're working some bullshit job, you're insane. You grew up with this shit. You should know better. So many ways to make money on the internet, man. Too many. Use your fucking imagination. Don't sit here and watch me. You should be sitting behind the camera talking to people like I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. You have any other questions for the old man with his wisdom? Feel free to leave them in the comments. I've been around. I got a lot of life experience. I've done a lot of fucked up shit. I've had good times, bad times, and everything in between. So, I can give pretty good advice. This should be the advice show. Maybe the next stream, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make just, you ask, I'll answer. You ask and I'll answer. Simple, right? So I think that I'm gonna almost wrap it up here. One of the things I need to do today, I gotta go in like an hour and a half. I have to go to my new doctor, and we're gonna discuss this whole possibility of vestibular migraines or the binocular vision dysfunction, which they both have very similar things going on. Okay, we got a question here. What ways do you advise making money online without revealing or posting ourselves? Some don't feel comfortable putting their face out there so much. Easy, man. This one's super simple. So there's a few ways. Did you know there's a million companies out there like Nike, Adidas? There's so many companies that have affiliate programs. You do a Google search for brand names that have affiliate links, and you'd be surprised. And I would say find a product and find something that you're into. Like I'm into DJ equipment, right? So I don't do it, but I could. I could be doing an Amazon affiliate store, and everything I talk about, I could just say, hey, click on that link and I go make a couple of bucks. But some people are doing this shit for these clothing companies and they're going into like Pinterest and they're just taking a picture off the internet, putting it on there. You can use a little bit of AI to say something about it if you're not good at writing. And you're just posting shit with an affiliate link. And it's little bits of residual income that, you set it, you forget it, and it just starts to pile up. Catch you later, Dur. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to put your face to anything. You could literally just doing shit like that. And like I said, the Google 360 tours are a good one because that's not you. And that's just calling businesses. Getting leads for other people. Like, it's just amazing when you think the things you can do. You could call photographers in your neighborhood. Like, you could look online and photographers near me, as an example, and say, hey, if I was to get you leads, what percentage would you give me? Because maybe the photographer is too busy to call around places seeing, for wedding venues and shit, right? Um, Easy stuff, man. Easy things. So if anyone's got no more questions, I'm going to wrap this shit up. Got to get ready and then get out of here. Thanks for stopping by the TheDjLab. Hopefully I didn't clickbait anybody too much and you got a little bit of information out of me. Hopefully they find those missing people from that bridge. That would be fucking nice. Hopefully Donald Trump sells enough Bibles to, pay his fines. Catch y'all later.